Welcome to Easy to Love Yoga with Shanna. Today we're doing a chair yoga practice using a yoga strap. Let's take a little bit of time today to focus on our breath and calm the body. Let's sit forward in our chair. So our glutes are on the chair, our hamstrings are off the chair, allowing a nice 90-degree bend at the knees, feet flat on the floor. Nice tall posture here. Roll the shoulders back and down, relaxing the hands wherever they rest comfortably on your legs. Closing your eyes and bringing your attention to your breath for a moment, noticing if you're breathing deeply. On an inhale, feeling the chest rise and then the belly rise. Exhaling, noticing the belly fall and then the chest fall. Just taking a few more moments here to notice your breath for the next 4 rounds of breath. Let's begin a scan of our body now, starting at the crown of our head, working all the way down to your toes. Noticing any areas you need to be mindful of during this practice. It could possibly be an old or a new injury, a sprain or a strain. Just take notice. Completing the scan of our body and remembering to always stay safe. If a pose doesn't feel right or is uncomfortable, remember you do not need to do that pose. Bringing our attention once again to our breath and moving into our 4 square breathing practice. Starting with an inhale through the nose of 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain the emptiness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale, relaxing the shoulders. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale, noticing your posture. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Returning to your regular breath and notice that you're breathing deeply. And remembering 4 square breathing is an effective tool anytime you feel stressed, anxious, or even angry. It can calm the body very quickly. You don't need to close your eyes. Just do 4 square breathing for a few rounds. You'll find that it very quickly calms you down. Gently opening your eyes. Let's roll our shoulders to the back of the room, noticing if we're holding any tension in the shoulders today. And let's roll the shoulders forward. One more forward roll. Beautiful. Working on the wrists now, rolling out the wrists in one direction. And rolling the opposite direction. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands together at heart center. We're going to lower our fingers forward, bring the backs of our hands together, and draw the fingers towards the body to come back into heart center. Again, slowly, fingers forward, backs of hands together, and fingers come towards the body to come back to heart center. Let's do this 6 more times at your own pace. One more time. And let's pause at heart center, lifting those elbows slightly. And then we're going to move in the opposite direction. So fingers slightly towards the body, backs of hands together, and now the fingers flip away to come back to heart center. So again, slowly, fingers towards the body, backs of the hands together, and now fingers flip away to come to heart center. And let's do 6 of these at your own pace. Just remember the fingers this time are flipping away from the body. One more. Beautiful. Holding at heart center, we're going to relax one hand and gently press on that hand with the opposite side. And a nice stretch in the wrist. One more breath. Let's come back to center. Now we're going to relax the opposite hand as we gently press on that hand with the other. One more breath here. Returning to center and once again relaxing one hand and pressing on it with the other. One more breath here. Return to center and last time relaxing hand and press against it with the other. One more breath. Return to center. This time we're going to lower the fingers forward. Think about pressing the fingers and the palms of the hands together here, giving a nice pressure. One more breath. Return to center. Lift the elbows slightly and let's move those fingers towards the body, still pressing the fingers and the palms of the hands together. One more breath here. Come back to neutral. And once again, fingers come forward, pressing palms of hands and fingers together. One more breath. Back to neutral. And last time, towards the body, still pressing palms of hands and fingers together. One more breath. And returning to heart center. Let's shake out our hands, jazz hands. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands down to our knees for a moment. Roll the shoulders back and down 3 times. And let's roll forward 3 times. Nice big rolls here. Last one. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring our arms forward, palms of hands facing each other. We're going to have one hand travel. And as that hand travels while we exhale, we're going to follow it with our gaze, bringing a nice twist into the body. So exhaling, having that hand travel, follow with your gaze all the way behind the chair, and then inhale forward. Changing hands. Exhale. Inhale forward. Exhale, twist, follow with your gaze. Inhale forward. Exhale, twist. Inhale forward. Exhale, twist. Inhale forward. And last one, exhale, twist. And inhale forward, keeping your gaze to the front. We're going to exhale and bring both arms back, whatever your range of motion is. Inhale forward, exhale back, inhale forward. And one little change here, back so the hands face each other, this time pushing away. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling. We're going to do one more. Exhaling, and inhaling. Beautiful. Let's lower our hands to our legs. Make sure that strap's not too close to your neck. We're going to take one hand to the opposite knee. Take your other hand behind you on the chair, sitting nice and tall. Now we're going to exhale and twist, gazing over the shoulder. 8 rounds of breath here. Noticing the sensations in the body as we first move into this twist, muscles resisting. Just keep breathing deeply. They will relax. One more breath here. And gently unwind, coming back to our starting position. Now we're going to take the opposite hand to the knee, other hand behind you on the chair, sitting tall. Exhale, twist, gazing over the shoulder, 8 rounds of breath. And again, notice the muscles resisting as we first move into this twist. One more breath here. And let's slowly unwind, coming back to our starting position. And we're going to take that strap off of our shoulders. We're going to place it in front of us, and it's going to be hip width apart, balanced on our thumbs, fingers closing over. We're going to lift it up nice and high. We're going to gaze up beyond the strap to the ceiling. We're going to exhale and twist to one direction. Inhale, twist back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Beautiful. Now we're going to widen our grip on that strap. Nice wide strap here. Keep it nice and taut. And this time we're going to exhale, lower one hand as we gaze up through the other hand overhead. Inhale, back to center. Exhale and lower. Inhale to center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Once more to each side. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. And exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Let's bring that strap down to our knees for a moment. Let's draw one arm across the body, supporting under the elbow, relaxing the shoulder. Breathing deeply, sitting tall. Notice your breath here. Let's take that hand high, touch it down to the shoulder. Support the elbow, bringing that elbow close to the head and point it upward if you can. One more breath here. Release that arm and draw the other arm across the body, supporting under the elbow. Relax the shoulder. Focus on your breath. Notice your posture. One more breath here. Let's take that hand high, touch down to the shoulder, support under the elbow, elbow close to the head, point it upward if you can, sitting tall. One more breath here. And relaxing down. Now we're going to pick up that strap once more. We're going to take that strap hip width apart, maybe a little bit wider. If you have a tight upper back and shoulder area, you might want to take a little bit wider. Once again, balance the strap on your thumb, close the fingers over. We're going to start with that strap down by our knees. We're going to inhale, bring that strap up. We're going to sit all the way back in our chairs, balancing on our toes. And this time we're going to exhale and bring that strap behind us all the way down to the seat of the chair. Inhale up. Exhale to the knees. Inhale up, and remember, if you have a tight upper back and shoulder, widen your grip. Exhale to the back of the seat, or whatever your range of motion is today. Inhale up. Exhale to your knees. Inhale. Exhale to the seat. Inhale. Exhale to knees. Inhale. Exhale to seat. Inhale. Exhale to knees. Little change here. Inhale. And let's count for 10 as we lower. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Noticing where those tight areas are. And 10, count up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's lower the strap to our knees. Let's come seated forward in our chair once again. So just our glutes are on the chair. I'm going to take that strap and bring it around the sole of one foot, taking both ends of the strap into the same hand. We're going to keep the foot flexed in the strap. Always keep a micro bend in the knee, using your free hand to hold it chair. Think about your posture here. Sitting nice and tall. Let's lift that leg and extend out to the side for our inner thigh and groin stretch. I want you to take a look at the knee. Make sure there's a micro bend and you're not hyperextending the joint. You're also going to feel the quads activate, holding your leg up against gravity. So this is our inner thigh and groin stretch. Feeling those quads. Beautiful. 3 more rounds of breath here, sitting nice and tall. And drawing that leg forward, let's grab that strap and bring that foot across the opposite knee. Now if you find that difficult, the foot on the floor can come more forward. It takes some of the pressure off. We're stretching our hip here, so we're keeping our foot in the strap flexed. We're going to exhale and lower our body towards the legs, feeling that nice stretch. We spend a lot of time seated. This is a really great stretch. It's a figure 4. So you can imagine you can also do this stretch against the wall. So if you were scooched very close to a wall, the foot on the floor would actually be on the wall, and you can do this very same stretch with your back fully supported. One more round of breath here. Beautiful. Let's slowly rise up. We're going to take the strap into both hands. We're going to set that foot down on the floor. Bring it up behind the knee. Twist it very close to the knee. Just leave the excess in your hand just so it's not banging around. We're going to flex our foot. We're using the strap to control the movement of our leg. Free hand is going to grab the chair. We're going to rotate externally, controlling the movement of the leg. Nice smooth rotation. Let's do 2 more. Let's pause and now rotate internally using the strap to control the movement, keeping the foot flexed. 2 more. Beautiful, and let's set that foot down, removing the strap from behind the knee, and let's bring the strap on the sole of the opposite foot. Once again, both ends of the strap into the same hand. Foot in the strap is flexed, always a micro bend at the knee. Free hand grabs under the chair, picking that leg up, making sure there's that micro bend, extending out to the side for our inner thigh and groin stretch, feeling the quad activated, holding our leg up against gravity. Focus on your posture and your breath here. Keep breathing deeply. One more breath here. And again, draw that foot forward, grabbing that strap and bringing it across the opposite knee, keeping the foot flexed to protect the bent knee. Let's exhale and lower towards the legs, feeling a nice stretch in the hip. Our figure 4 pose. Breathing deeply. Lowering a little closer to the legs if you can. One more breath here. Beautiful, and slowly rise up. Strap into both hands. Allow the foot to come down and bring that strap up behind the knee, twisting it right up against the knee, bringing the excess into your hand so it's out of the way. Free hand grabs the chair, flex your foot, and think about a tall posture here as we rotate externally. Use the strap to control the movement. Two more. We're going to pause and now rotate internally. Think about your posture. And two more. Beautiful, and setting that foot down. We can remove the strap from behind the knee and we're just going to let it fall to the mat. Now we're going to sit nice and tall. We're going to hold both sides of the chair. Picking up one foot, let's roll out the ankle in one direction. And as you do this, think about nice tall posture in the chair, but notice the mobility in your foot as you roll the ankle, changing directions. Notice if there's any restrictions here. Beautiful. And let's turn this now into a point for two and a flex. Pointing and flexing. Let's do three more. This is the last one. Beautiful. And let's set that foot down, picking up the opposite foot. And once again, notice your posture. Still breathing deeply. And then bring your attention to your ankle. Notice the range of motion. Are there any restrictions? Changing the rotation in the opposite direction. And now turning this into a point and a flex. Point and flex, and three more. So if you noticed any restrictions, that just gives you a little hint that you need to work on this a little more. Practice rolling out the ankles. This is our last one. Beautiful. And let's lower the feet. Still sitting nice and tall in the chair. I'd like you to take your feet on a slight diagonal. We're going to do a little stretch for the back of the body. So we're going to do a modified forward fold seated. So we're going to take our hands, we're going to run them all the way down our legs. Now, if you have any restrictions, you can just bring your elbows to your knees, or you continue to have your hands come all the way down to your ankles. I want you to think about relaxing the back of the body, starting at the low back. Allow the low back to relax and get a nice stretch. Relaxing the mid back. Relaxing the upper back. Relaxing the neck. And then relax your head, allowing it to fall so the crown of your head shines down towards the mat. Breathing deeply here. Feeling a nice stretch in the back of your body. Just breathing. Focusing on our breath. And taking the hands away from the feet if you're holding onto your ankles, and holding onto the elbows, drawing you a little bit closer towards the mat. If you have your elbows on your knees, you can just lower your body slightly closer to your legs. One more breath here. And bringing your hands back to your feet. Now if you have your elbows on your knees, please stay there. For the rest of us with our hands on our ankles, please rise the hands up the legs until you can bring your elbows down to your knees. Now we're going to take one hand and we're going to rotate and follow it with our gaze as we bring it overhead, and we're going to look through the fingers to the ceiling 4 rounds of breath. One more breath. And let's bring that elbow slowly back to the knees, and let's change sides. The other hand rotates up, look through the fingers, 4 rounds of breath. Last breath here. Rotating down slowly, changing sides again, this time 2 rounds of breath, looking through the fingers. Rotating down, changing sides, 2 rounds of breath. Rotating down, and this time 8 singles at your own pace. Looking up through the fingers and then rotating down, changing sides. And nice movement into the spine. Two more left. Last one. Bringing the elbows down to the knees, letting the hands touch the feet, slowly gliding up, coming back into a seated position, knees with a 90-degree bend. Let's leave our hands on our lap. We'll do a few rounds of cow and cat breath for some more movement in our spine, keeping our hands on our legs. Inhaling to cow, lifting the chest and looking up. Exhaling to cat, arching your back towards the back of the chair, looking down towards your feet. Inhale to cow, gazing up, feel the chest lift and open. Exhale to cat, arch the back. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Let's do 2 more. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. And last one. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. And sitting nice and tall, starting with our hands down by our side, palms shining forward. Inhaling, bringing the arms up overhead, palms of the hands together, lowering them down to heart center, closing your eyes. Nice tall posture here. Let's bring our attention to our breath. Noticing the chest rise, and then the belly rise on the inhale. Belly falls, and then the chest falls on the exhale. Notice the next 3 rounds of breath. Bringing our attention to scan our body, starting at the crown of our head, working down to the toes. Notice the sensations in your body after you've moved through this gentle practice today. Bring your attention once again to our breath, noticing our breath for the next 4 rounds of breath. And noticing the calmness that we feel after doing this gentle practice, calming the mind and body through breath and movement. I'd like to thank all of you for sharing your energy with everyone in this practice today, for taking this mindful time for yourself. Self-care is so important. The light within me humbly bows to the light within each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, and I'll see you again next time. I hope you have a beautiful, calm day.